The Infinity Stones event is currently up. If I bring up the event, you can see here ×2 stone drop rate in PvP mode. What I want to do here is try and combine this with the Rich Man squad and see just how high the PvP stone drop rate can go. Here is the Rich Man squad. I've put Patrick as lead. He has a damage increasing buff, which I think is useful here. Now you can see here, double evolve stone drop rate in battle. So with the 2 times drop rate from the Infinity Stones event, I should, in theory, be getting a stone every single time. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to play some PvP. Now, as some of you know, I don't normally bother with PvP too much, which is why my PvP points are so low. As such, these matches should be really quick and easy. That makes it perfect for testing this interesting idea out. I can't guarantee it's going to work, but I think it's worth a try. Let's begin and start the matching. Let's see what sort of opponent I get here. Now, these should be easy opponents, but you might get the odd one appearing. That's quite difficult. It all depends on how nice the game feels like being towards me. I need quick matches though to test this out. So let's see if this works or not. First game, will I get a stone? Well, that's a good question, isn't it? Will I get a good ship? That's the other question. Well, my opponent's got Terminator already and I have Pulse Blast. Not exactly what I want here. Oh, my opponent's taken a hit already. Opponent's taken 2 hits. My opponent's going to die too quickly. Oh. Well, that wasn't what I was really wanting here. I wanted a match that lasted a bit longer than that to test this out. Right, let's try again. Here we go with attempt number 2. Right, there's my opponent. My opponent has no name. So let's see what happens here. I don't want my opponent to die on wave 3 again. They need to last a bit longer, otherwise I can't test this out. It's as simple as that. Wave 3 was too quick to die. Let's see what happens here though. This could be a bit more interesting. Will a stone drop? Well, that's a good question, isn't it? So far though, no stones have dropped, but I haven't really got very far with the matches, to be honest. I did put carrier uplink on the Pulse Blast though, so I get a decent ship, well in theory early on, but it's not really worked this time around, has it? I've just got this garbage ship. But I need around 12 waves at least to see if a stone does drop. So far though, nothing at all, which is a bit unlucky. Now Cyberblade will fly through this. Be careful there. Oh, Spectral Drake, nice. Oh, a nice big 10 stone popped up then. So, yeah, I think this strategy may well work. That's a decent start anyway. Well, let's keep going with this. See if another stone does pop up. All right, here we go. This is attempt number 3. All right, so this is the opponent we have this time around. Again, should be relatively easy. My PvP points are still very low. Let's see what ship I get to start with. I think I'm going to skip that one. See if something else better appears. Hopefully it will. Reverse wave there. Again, that ship, I will skip it. I want something better. Ah, that's perfect. And another 10 stone. Oh, wow. So this, so far, is seemingly a very effective way to get stones. Of course, you're going to need to play a lot of PvP, but with the double and double on the stone drop rate, stones seem to be coming up most of the time. As long as the match doesn't immediately end, a stone seems to be almost guaranteed to drop. This is looking pretty good so far. I've not tested this out before, but this is looking like a very effective strategy to getting stones. So you all probably want to try this out for yourselves. This might be a alternative method to completing the Infinity Stones event when it's up. I've charged up Patrick. We're going to keep going. Need to do more testing to just see if this is as effective as it seems to be to start with. All right, there's the opponent. Here we go. Can I get another stone on this attempt? We shall see. Of course, it's going to eat your pilots doing this, but as long as you have a lot of batteries, charge up your pilots, then you can keep doing this as much as possible. You can also get pilot batteries every 10 minutes from the ads, so it's not too bad. Will a stone drop this time around, though? Well, we shall find out. If it does, then it's looking very, very good. Just that really short match to start with that didn't drop a stone. Here we go, there's the boss. That's defeated nice and quickly. Any stones going to drop? Let's find out. Pretty easy waves here. My opponent is looking a bit better than my previous opponents. No stone yet, though. But I think the longer the match goes on for, the more chance you have of getting a stone anyway. So as the opponents get tougher, in theory, more stones should pop up. Of course, it's not working like that so far, but it's been pretty decent before this on the easier opponents. I'll get the Spectral Drake as I need to rank it up. My opponent is still alive. Okay, so I didn't get a stone on this attempt, unfortunately. What I think I'll do is one more attempt, then see if that gives a stone. Okay, here we go. The final 1 versus 1 I'm doing for this video. That was a very quick match. Here we go. So far, 4 PvP matches and 2 stones dropped, and they were both 10 stones as well, I seem to remember, so that's pretty good. And a 1 stone has dropped immediately, so I think what I can conclude from this is that a stone is more likely to drop than not drop, if that makes sense. The drop rate, well, just from 5 matches, has been 60%, so that's looking pretty decent. This is an effective strategy to get stones, but you're going to have to play a lot of PvP. Plus, you're going to need to constantly charge up your pilots, so just bear that in mind if you want to use this strategy for yourselves to try and complete the event. This match is looking like a very quick one anyway. My opponent's only on wave 2. This should be done in a minute. There we go. Oh, something weird's happened. I think my opponent has crashed, so let's get some EXP into Spectral Drake. Either I have disconnected or my opponent has. Or my opponent may have quit out, realising they can't beat me. Let's find out what happens. I'll keep playing though, of course. Keep playing until either my opponent gets a disconnected message or I do. As I mentioned, it's free EXP for the Spectral Drake. This is the only ship I have not got on max rank so far. So worthwhile for me to keep playing. Should be almost done. I have a 13 wave lead now. Oh, there we go. Disconnected. That's the end of that match anyway. Let's back out of here. Alright, so those were interesting results. As I mentioned, 3 out of the 5 matches gave me a stone. So this is a good method for getting stones by the looks of it. Probably the fastest method I have found so far, so this is well worth trying, but you can only do it when the Infinity Stones event is on, so just bear that in mind. So let's go over to the event itself. You can see here I have completed the event. I didn't have the golden wings, so I completed the event to get those, then I fully upgraded them. I have been told though there is a bug with the golden wings. If you already owned them, then tried to upgrade them, they stopped working, so that's something to bear in mind. Now the way I completed this event is quite simple really. The first thing I did is went over to here. I opened blue chests until I had 4 of the level 1 stones. As soon as I had those stones, I went over to upgrade and evolve stone fusion. Then I just went across from here, starting at the 1 stones, and then just fused the rest of the stones that I needed. This is by far the easiest way to complete the event. If you try and do this by any other method, you're either going to be playing PvP pretty much solidly or opening a lot of chests. So the way to do it, open blue chests until you have the level 1 stones, then just use Evolve Stone Fusion to get the rest of them. And there we go, I think I'm done with this video. I hope you found that interesting and helpful. My current combat power looks like this. If I bring up the wings, you can see here, that's the golden wings fully upgraded. Activate golden ship 1 time per match. That's pretty good, but you do need to wait until the super time drops before you get the golden ship. It was interesting testing those wings out though, but probably not a set of wings I will be using too much. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is always very much appreciated. I've included a previous video on the screen. Check that out if you want to do so. You can also subscribe from here if you want to. And thanks for watching.